people will, depending on, how make some people might say, oh well, some people might think I'm younger, some people might think I'm older, and depending on
I
how
I
I
thought
look,
you were older. Not that you looked older, just from your you come across as an old soul. So I assumed that you were, older in chronological age as well.
how old do you think I was?
I actually thought you, like I say, not because you don't necessarily look older, because you don't,
Right, right.
but just from the way you talk and the wisdom and your, your demeanor, your approach. I actually thought that you were in either at the youngest, your late 40s. Um, but I thought this guy's probably he's got to be at least in his 50s.
No,
Yeah, I
I'm,
really
I'm
thought you were
35.
in my generation,
No,
just from,
I'm
like I said, from
39.
the way you talk.
No, no, I'm 35.
Yep, I thought you were in your 50s.
Yeah, I'm probably like, yeah, October will be 36. So
Yeah, but like I say, I'm not saying that you look like you're in your
right,
50s. I'm
right.
definitely not saying that.
Yeah,
Just
I
from
get,
your
I
demeanor.
get, yeah, I get what you're saying.
Because
I get,
remember, I hadn't seen you yet. So all I
yeah,
am going on is from talking to you and from interacting with you in the chat. Because at that point, I hadn't seen you,
yeah,
because I hadn't even seen your IG. And then of course your picture, because it's, that little small, it's a little hard to see. So it
yeah. I
wasn't until
mean,
I actually saw your photos, then I saw how old you were. Okay.
yeah. Like, I think, like most time I show my face with like in the dancing videos, but
See, I hadn't seen none of those yet.
yeah,
Yeah, I hadn't seen any of those yet.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, I mean, I can get that because I think even like when I was 15, like I think like people assumed I was like 30 or something like that. Like
Hmm.
like how they have like like a bad boy when that boy came over there and said, no, you said so I'm 15. You said, nigga, you look 30.
Yeah. Oh.
I mean, yeah, I think, yeah, I think that, like some people, I think some people didn't believe I was like actually like 15. I say, yeah, I'm 15. I go to high school and everything. I'm not adult yet. Yeah,
Wow. Yeah,
yeah,
I'm not too surprised by that. Not surprised.
yeah,
Because I was I can remember when you said when you finally said when I was doing, I think I was doing the 70s. Yeah, I think
yeah,
I was doing the 70s. Because I hadn't started doing the 60s yet. Or I had done the 60s, but I don't even think I had met you yet. And I was shocked when you said, no, I want born to the 80s. Because I was like, what? No, you stop lying.
yeah,
you
yeah,
know.
yeah. I was born 85. I'm as old as Nintendo in the movie Last Dragon.
Oh, yeah. Wow. So you were born 2 years after I graduated high school.
Oh,
Yes, I graduated in 83. So,
oh,
yeah.
oh,
But yeah, I did. I really thought, I said at the very latest, because I was trying to picture, you know, because every time, especially even when I'm just conversing with somebody in the chat and I haven't actually had a chance to hear their voice yet, I'm always trying to picture how they, when I do finally see them, will the image that I formed in my mind, will it match, um, match what I came up with, what I actually see. Once I finally see him, like I said, I was floored. I was like, he messing with me. He messing with me because you talk way like you are just way more mature than folks in their 30s.
yeah. Like yes, like some people think I'm, like I said, it's okay. Some people think I'm older. Some people think I'm younger. Uh, I mean, I don't know.
Even your voice has a bit of that, you know, Yeah, kind of like that old school tone and
Hmm.
inflection. It just the way you speak, all of it. Yeah.
I
Hmm.
know that. I know that was an old school tone.
It is. Um, I gather a lot of information just by hearing people speak. I creeped the mess out of out of somebody one time about that. It was an astrology group, and it was something I had been running across this person several times, and I had asked the question. I said, "Do you happen to have?" Um, because I was picking up on an archetype, you know, and I said, "Do you happen to have anything in?" I can't remember what sign it is. I said, "Do you have any planets in that sign?" And she was like, "How you know that?" But I can tell the way she came back at me. I ain't trying to freak you out, but people speak they speak who they are.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've still kind of wonder is you pulling my leg. It's like, no, you born in the 60s, you just don't want to say it.
So I wish I would have been able to meet the lockers and all that.
You would fit in our generation.
I probably would have been able to I probably would have tried to meet him anyway. I would have tried to go out to Canada and
Yes.
try to find him.
Hmm. I
I
could see
probably,
you being involved in the move. Uh, you know that
oh
that
yeah, yeah,
I could just
yeah,
I could
yeah.
absolutely see you there. Yeah.
I was say like, yeah, if I was like, around like where I could protest and civil rights movement,
Hmm.
I definitely would have been doing that.
Hmm. Hmm. Now
I mean,
I didn't think you were born say 50 because you absolutely do not come across to me as a boomer. At not even a hint, not even what is it, a millimeter, whatever the smallest measurement is. No, but I actually thought that you were of my generation.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I guess I can see that. Like, even when I was like go like when I be had like Chicago, be stepping with the stamping fam, like like I'm like everybody in that that group like that's here. I'm younger than everybody. Like everybody's
Mhm.
like in their 40s, 50s, and 60s.
Mhm.
I think like the youngest one I met was like probably she's probably like in her late 30s. That's
Mhm.
the so I'm pretty much like the youngest out of that whole community.
Yeah. Yeah.
It fit right in. So it's like,
Mhm. Yeah. And see, then when I did see that, I was like, yeah, he got to be. He got to be. So I was totally shocked when he was like, I was like, 80s baby. You mean 1968, right? Okay. You don't mean 80s did no. No, can't be. Can't be. Yeah, you would fit in our generation quite well.
mm,
Quite well. I think you
yeah.
had your papers to come in and you was like, nah, that's all right. Y'all can have that. I'll come later.
Maybe I was there in another life or something like that, and I just
Could be. Could be. Have you since you were doing the astrology, do you know your chart? Do you know your birth time?
as far as my mom says I was born at 9 a.m. So I've
Have you
I've I've I've,
you did
I've
your
done it a
chart?
couple. I've done it a couple times. I keep forgetting what it's saying. I keep forgetting.
Because I'm wondering, especially with you, because I know you're a Libra sun. Because see, now I was trying to pick, okay, now
Yeah.
what? Because I'm picking up on a lot of Aquarian energy. So I said, well, maybe he's an Aquarius sun. Um, But then when you told me you're a Libra, I'm wondering if you've got, shoot, I don't forget. Let me see. 85. See, Uranus was in Scorpio. I can't help but wonder. I can't help but wonder if you are Scorpio rising. So then that would put your planet Uranus in the first house. And usually first house Uranus people, or Uranus could be on your midheaven. Very strong, you know, because I'm picking up on a very strong Aquarian and Plutonian energy.
Well, we are in the age of Aquarius now, so
True, true. But I mean, when somebody has, in my eyes, now I'm not an astrologer. Like to study it and use it for um self awareness. Just trying to understand. This crazy mashup here. uh, so I don't go with a lot of the traditional. If it doesn't mean this, then you're absolutely off here. No, no, no. See, I
okay,
don't do that.
okay. I just looked at it. I just now like entered my information in the chart. Yeah, it does say I'm a Scorpio rising.
See,
I'm a
see, that's what I'm talking about. I listen to people. I listen to how they talk, what they're saying. Um,
because like
a
my
lot of
moon,
that's revealed.
yeah, my moon sign is a Cancer.
Okay, I can see that. Yeah, because they're cooking. That makes absolute sense. I would have thought either Cancer or Taurus. What house? Okay, if you're Scorpio rising, then your moon is in the what? See, Cancer and Scorpio is trine. So that would be what? The 10th house?
Mhm. I don't know a whole lot about it, which I should probably learn a little bit more about
But you
it.
you see Scorpio on the ascendant, right? The ASC.
Yeah,
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 I see that. I
yeah.
knew I was picking up. So that okay, what sign is your Uranus in?
Sagittarius.
Okay. No, now that makes sense. So then Uranus is probably in the 12th, or how close is it to the ascendant? Well, no, it wouldn't be that close to the ascendant. No, it'd be in the second house. Yeah, Uranus would be in the second house, or maybe the first, just depending on how big, depending on what house system you used. I'd just stick with um either Placidus or Porphyry. I don't quite get the reasoning. They keep talking about the equal houses. For some reason, that just doesn't make sense to me. So I don't use those. Um, but yeah, I'm not surprised by that. I would have thought either Scorpio rising, Scorpio South Node, some other planets in Scorpio, because I was definitely picking up on a strong Uranian energy, um, or Plutonian. And see, I look at the house, the sign, and the planet as the triad. I don't look at the house as just the where, as most astrologers do. Because
Yeah,
to me, it leaves a lot of stuff out.
yeah. As far as my Pluto, it says Scorpio for that, and the North Node is Taurus.
Oh my god! So do you a South Node in Scorpio?
I don't
See
see
that?
the
Well, you don't see, they don't list the South Node. The nodes of the moon are always exactly 180 degrees apart. That's why there's
okay,
no need to list the South Node. So if you know your North Node, the South Node is in the opposite sign. Oh my gosh,
okay,
we're twins as far as that. I'm a Scorpio South Node as well. North Node and Taurus.
okay. So Scorpio is the opposite of
Yes,
Taurus.
Scorpio is the
Okay.
opposite of Taurus. Aries is the opposite of Libra. Um,
Hmm.
Sagittarius is the opposite of Gemini. Capricorn is the opposite of Cancer.
Huh.
Oh my goodness. Cool. No wonder we get along.
Yeah.
No wonder we get along. Yeah, and see if your South Node in Scorpio to me is also a very strong Plutonian energy. And then you've got your Scorpio on the ascendant. See, I have Pluto in the first house, conjunct the ascendant, which is very similar to a Scorpio rising in terms of the energy.
Okay.
See, so
But
I'm recognizing that energy in you because it's the same energy that I have.
matter of fact, let me see if I can pull it. I'm at to see if I can pull it up on here because I was looking at my phone doing do whatever.
Oh yeah, if you're a Scorpio, from what um, just hearing people talk in the astrology groups, um, it's one of the toughest South nodes to have.
Which one? The Scorpio rise?
Scorpio South
Scorpio
node,
rise? Oh, yeah.
yeah.
No. Well, why is that?
With the Scorpio energy, I mean, just look at the Scorpios that you know. Most of them have been through and seen a lot. Been through stuff that would have put most folks took them out of here. You know, um,
Uh,
yeah.
yeah, I've definitely been through some
Hmm.
individual stuff, like probably stuff that people wouldn't even
Would
believe.
believe exactly. That is, I've heard so many other Scorpio South nodes say that same thing. It's like stuff that you wouldn't even, you'd be like, nah, you lying. you know?
Mm.
Yeah. you know, it's the kind of stuff that, that saying, probably, I wouldn't be surprised if a Scorpio South node said it. That saying, I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy.
Yeah,
Yeah. That kind of stuff. Hmm. Yeah, that's why people react to you, and then you got the Scorpio ascendant. Yeah, that's why people kind of have that react to you so strongly. Either you magnetize them to you, either they're instantly magnetized or they're instantly repelled.
and
There's kind of not a whole lot of middle ground.
I always try to be the balance.
Yeah, yeah. Now, see, that's maybe why you came in with the Libra Sun.
Yeah,
I wouldn't mind seeing. I would love to see your chart just to, you know, uh, kind of wonder, you kind of wonder why you came in, with these particular energies. Maybe you are here to you know, learn the balance. And see, it's funny because we have opposite suns. I'm an Aries sun, you're Libra sun. So maybe your um, ego lesson is to balance out that power. You know, uh,
yeah,
eh, I could see you taking taking mad revenge, taking mad revenge on some folks back in in prior lifetimes.
yeah.
No.
I probably would do like a whole live decent. If you just leave me alone, I won't follow you.
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't stop, I will find you and
Yes.
I will kill you.
Yeah,
Good
exactly.
luck. Good luck. They've been listening to it later. Good luck. Good luck.
Uh-huh. 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 Exactly. Exactly. You
Yeah,
know.
that's a birth chart to help you can
I
see it
see it.
clearly.
Uh-huh. Okay, your son in the 11th house. So see, that's the Aquarian.
But give me a second, right, real quick. Gotta take a quick break, real quick.
Okay.
All right. I'm back, like James Brown. Okay, I'm
I see. I'm back. I'm back.
back.
I'm back. that. Get up off of that thing and shake the you feel better. Okay, I'm stop.
Okay, okay. Now I see the house. I didn't even see this. Okay,
Awesome. Oh, okay. So you're early degree. Well, now actually, as far as the nodes move, and when they change signs and move through the degrees, they move in reverse of the planets. So actually, even though it's a low number, um, if you look at it from the motion, you are a, let's say, how would you say that? Late degree, but as far as the transits, the planets, the direction that they're moving, you're definitely, early degree because you are actually going through and have been for the last, what, about 2 years. Uranus is going over your north node. So I'm sure you've gotten a lot of uh, unexpected, unexpected things happening. Maybe some liberations,
yeah,
liberations going on there.
yeah. I think so.
Hmm. Wow. Okay. Oh, and you have Jupiter in Aquarius, so that kind of to me will boost that 11th house Sun energy.
Okay,
Jupiter expands, so 'cause I was definitely feeling it. It's the Aquarian and Plutonian energy, and then because I was trying to think, I was wondering Moon. I wondered is he a Moon in Taurus or Moon in Cancer?
yeah, I should have you up here when doing like the birth charts because you getting
I am still not confident as far as synthesizing them.
yeah,
I'm still the how do you say uh, piece it to get take the part, focus on each part, I guess you say.
yeah,
But the way I say synthesize the house, the sign, and the planet is definitely different from what astrologers do. 'Cause like I say, they look at the house as just the where, and it's never made sense to me, and it definitely has never um um when they look at my chart, they most a lot of time will get it wrong. You know. So I look at the house, the sign, and the planet as interchangeable energy.
yeah. I mean that makes sense. Like because they're not just one thing. I think it comes to astrology, people just look at one particular thing and be like, oh yeah, that just applies for everything. Like the sun signs. Like everybody thinks that the sun signs mean everything. Oh yeah, this
Right.
you're
Yeah.
always this particular type of person. I'm like there's other factors too.
Exactly.
I mean,
Exactly.
when you kind of get something like that, you get like a bigger picture. I mean, now this doesn't mean like certain stuff is set in stone, but it's supposed to give you like a guide on what you may need to do or focus on, or at least give you some kind of idea of what's going around you and what maybe give you an idea of what you need to do to move from there.
Hmm. Yeah. Or looking at it more for prediction, of what's upcoming. And to me, if you don't understand the energy that you're working with, you're not going to understand the transit. You know.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I
Because
know I've
like your
been.
kid. Hmm.
I'll go ahead.
No, I was gonna say like your Cancer moon. They look at, they'll say the Cancer moon. You know, the homebody. Um, what's the other um factors of that? And I don't see that in you. Now I would have thought, I still would have thought Cancer moon because of your love. You like to cook and knowing how to cook. But I can't see you being, a homebody. You absolutely do not strike me as a homebody. And your moon is sitting in the ninth house.
I
That's
mean,
the house of Jupiter. You know?
yeah, I go out if I feel like it, but it's just like, it becomes like I really want to go out for it. If it ain't, then I just don't particularly, care, going out that much. So
But what you constantly said um, to me before,
yeah,
before we even start talking about this, you don't like nobody tying you down.
yeah, I don't. Yeah,
See, and see that's that Jupiter, the Sag energy. Yeah. What Sag do you know now? Unless they're say their son or they've got some Sag, their Sag is in the fourth. Even though not that would apply to me, even though I have no planets in Sagittarius, but my IC is in fourth house is in Sag. Now I don't mind being at home, but if you tell me, oh no, you can't go nowhere, you got wait, you gonna have we're gonna have a problem. Ain't no
right.
telling me what. No. Uh, yeah. So that's where to me, leaving, just looking at the house as the where, it's like you're keeping that planet. And I know, of course, through, the aspects, which I still don't quite get or quite really make sense to me. Um, they're interacting with other planets. But to me, that's like you putting that one planet in that one room, and it's like, that's the only place that it acts, in this certain way. And that just makes no sense to me.
I mean, yeah, you put a bit of box.
Yeah. Or do like Otis. Or doing it like Otis, you know.
I mean, many times they talk about planets like, having like, these pause movers and the retrogrades and all of them. Like,
Mhm.
well, I mean, obviously they have more than one function. So I would think like, yeah, they, obviously they change and the energy changes with them too. So
Yeah.
it would make more sense like for them to be more interchangeable.
Mhm.
So I think probably once you figure this out, you probably could, the teach a better class how to do it right.
I don't know if I'd have that kind of patience. Cause see, I don't like to be tied down either.
I mean,
I hate
I mean,
having my time,
yeah,
uh time dictated.
yeah. Yeah, I say, probably just write a book, write a book and sell it, that way,
Yeah.
write a book on your thoughts, like, all right, just, this is how this is a simple guy, this will be a lot easier to understand and all that.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
Though
a,
there is a form of which I do like, which has really kind of helped make some of this make sense. Because I've been looking at astrology for decades, but I'd walk away from it because it's just a lot of the way they taught it. It was like that makes no sense. But evolutionary astrology definitely looks at it from that manner. And I was kind of happy to find that because that's how, in trying to teach myself the little bit that I do know as far as, my own chart and just, trying to learn, I was already moving in that direction. Like I was trying to find out a sun in the eighth house. So well, then I would look at, well, okay, well, what are you saying about sun in Scorpio? Because that's the eighth house is the Scorpio house. And, it makes sense. So that's why I was like, well, why are y'all separate? Talking about no, the planets mean one thing, the signs mean one thing, and the house means something totally different. Y'all trying to confuse folks.
I think that's probably what it is, trying to keep people from learning this. So, oh yeah, well we got all the knowledge, and
Yeah,
you need to learn from us. So
exactly.
show you the right,
Exactly.
show you how to get this.